the 3rd. Live from Cairns. I am broke. Please help me. That's right. It's the Live from Cairns, I Am Broke tour. So, guys, what do I say? What do I do? What can things get any worse than they possibly are? I'm streaming. That's exactly it, guys. I'm streaming from the Cairns. So that's exactly what's happening. I'm in the Cairns and I'm streaming. I'm in the motel room. I'll give you a sticky beak here. That's my motel room. That's my bed. That's my bed. This is the apartment. I have a sticky beak there. That's the apartment. That's the apartment. What can I say, guys? It's Skinters. Brocus, Pocus, Skinters. What can I say? What can I say? Indeed, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's very tough. What can I say? What can I do? These are the questions. These are the days of our life. What do I say? What do I do? What can we say today? I think we just be cool, man. We've got to be cool about everything we want to do. It's okay. I want to talk wristwatches. I've been trying to churn out some vids between visits to the croc farm, between all visits to the, what else was there? There was visits to the fish feeding. It was all good. It was all good stuff. So I got to be honest with you. I'm firing on all cylinders. I would desperately like to, I'd like to get some guests on here. I'm going to invite Clivers, the Doc, Jin, Mark, Jordan, that's the Kalsowitz guy, Suckerhorn, Hisham, Doc, the Cairo, what's his name? You know, the mental health guy. We'll get him on. I'm just sending the invite. Come on, come on, come on. That's all I say. Come on. Come on now. Yeah, I'm in Cairns. I'm in tropical Cairns. Brocus Pocus in Cairns. What do I say? What do I do? What can we do? Look, I'm having a good holiday. It's a good holiday. Been looking at a bit of videos, YouTube videos the last couple of days, and I've got to tell you, the market seems to be slowing down a bit. The market seems to be slowing down, which is a good, you know, I think the watch market itself was bubbling beyond a joke. It was just bubble and fluff, bubble and squeak. It was bubble and squeak, and it was crazy. You know, it was crazy shit. It's I got to be honest with you. This is what happens, man. The days are quick. The days are slow. Before you know, it's you know, it's time has moved. Time waits for no man. A rich or poor man, one thing we have in common is the lack of time. Now, I'm getting no super chats. Rich buddy, man, great gents. My son's 2nd birthday. Can't join you tonight. Well done, son's 2nd birthday. That's a great age. I loved it. I love that. You know, I got to be honest. It's a great time to have the youngins. That's a great time. Super chats doesn't seem to be working. Can someone please super chat now? Super chats. We need some super chats. The other thing is that I've actually got another guy who is keen to, Victor. I got Victor. Victor's a cool guy. Victor's great. I love the Victor. Oh, NY Punter, $2. Thank you, NY Punter. Bring back Pillow Talk with Scotty. Yeah, me and Scotty, I don't know. I think we had a falling out. I told him to stop flipping watches. He was losing so much money on the deals. It wasn't cool to constantly lose money, man. You cannot keep losing money. You eventually money go. So I kind of said to him in a nice key, Yankee Doodle, the days are long and the decades are short. Sorry, thank you so much, Yankee. The days are long, and the decades are short. DJ Dami, thank you so much. $2. Having pizza for dinner? You betcha, man. You betcha. The food on this trip here has been delicious. Yeah. Can I share a secret with you? I don't know if you want me to tell you a secret. I don't know if you want me to tell you a secret. I can only do this if you promise to keep it to yourself. Do you want a secret? If you want a secret, please press 1 now, and I will tell you a secret. But you got to keep it to yourself because you got to keep it to yourself because it's how do I say this? $5 from Chris DeBlanc. Thoughts on the Breitling Chrono Cockpit A13358? Look, I got to be honest with you. That's using a Valjoux movement. I don't particularly like that sort of. I don't like those non-in-house. But I got to be honest with you. The Chrono Cockpit, in my humble opinion, as the pontiff. I'm just going to bring up the share screen. We're going to bring up share screen now. We're going to bring up share screen so we can see what watch we're talking about. The Chrono Cockpit, I got to be honest with you, I've always found them a little bit of an acquired taste. Some of the combos are okay. They're not a terrible watch, but it's not really, to quote Paul Thorpe, it's not my cup of tea. However, with that said there, I think it's Breitling is good buying on the pre-owned market. Very, very good buying on pre-owned. Pre-owned, you cannot go wrong with that. Okay? I don't think you can go wrong. I don't think you can go wrong at all with that. So, yeah, I think it's good buying. Breitling pre-owned is good buying. It's not a super luxury watch, but for the bang per buck, it's fantastic. Tommy D, $10. Thank you, Tommy. I liked your vid about the overpriced condoms in Hong Kong. Have you ever encountered the fake Durex? Thanks, Pontiff. Hey, no, I haven't. But I got to be honest with you, Hong Kong is not a place I would be at the moment. That is a very, very, very nasty place to be. The fakes, I got to tell you, they're slightly smaller in Asia. So I'm not certainly John Holmes, but I would bring some from home. That's my honest advice. Get a brand you like and stick with it. Now we got Chris DeBlanc, $5. I got it brand new as it was discontinued for a very good discount. Paid $32 for it. Has a black dial with plain indicators. 32 US. Fuck, that's, Chris, I want to be honest with you. I'd rather buy it secondhand for low twos, like $22.50. But now the deed is done. It's not the end of the world, man. It's not a not a total disaster. 32. How do I feel about 32? 32 is expensive. 32 is expensive. That's my opinion. Hello, Vic.
Hey, Archie. How are you?
Hey, Victor.
Can you hear me?
Hey, I'm broke. Please donate. Yeah, I can hear you, Victor, but please donate. I am broke. I need money. I'm very at the moment, Victor.
All right, let's see what we can do.
I'm very, very focused.
Your resort's pretty nice.
It's Victor. It's not good. Okay, I'll be. Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I was gonna share a secret, anyone, because I don't want the rodents to realize the truth. Do you want me to tell you a secret just for you and the 30 viewers who are watching?
Yep. Let's hear it.
Okay, that green island, right?
Yep.
I went over there as a janitor.
What?
I'm working on the island. It was a little work exchange. Well, I didn't actually have the room. I was cleaning the room.
Get out of here. Is that right?
I took a small job. Yeah, that's it. So don't tell anyone this because I want to make the rodents jealous of my luxury vacations.
The water looks
the water is absolutely amazing. So for me, I've got to clean out the boat when people vomit on it. And I've also got to sweep the floors in the morning. And that's it. That's what I got to do. It was a great gig. I went there for a couple of days. Yeah, that's the deal. It was amazing. It's amazing. And they also had a crocodile farm on the island.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool.
And look, it's beautiful. Absolutely.
For some straps.
Yeah, no, it's about $600 or $700 a night. I can't afford that. Yeah, straps. I know where the best paddock straps. I'm gonna tell Terry next time I see him where he can go to get discount straps, the softest straps you can use.
I heard they get all their straps from a farm in Mississippi in the United States. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what somebody told me. There's like a farm somewhere, alligator, crocodile.
Well, that's gator, but there's also crocodile. There's gator and they're two different things. Crocodile is salt water. Alligator is fresh water.
We're going to buy you a ticket to the United States. Me and this guy in chat, he lives close by. He says, how do we get Paul to Georgia? I say we bring you to neck of the woods. Would you ever come visit United States? Have you ever been?
That would be fan. I have never been. I've never been able to afford it. So definitely go there. Just very quickly there, we're going to do some, we've got another, so let's just have a look here. We've got, so 3,200, just very quickly, I want to finish up the super chat. Chris DeBlanc, $5. It's a discontinued model, paid 32. Look, I think if you've got it and you enjoy it, that's all that matters. I would have preferred to have bought it at $22.50. That's what I would have preferred to have done. But hey, you've got it. It's not the end of the world. It's not a bad price. That's a very decent watch. Robert Padilla, $5. Tumi or Mont Blanc laptop bag. Which leather is better? They seem to be around the same price point. I got to be honest with you, both of these are too commercialized, far too commercialized. Mont Blanc was famous for high quality leather goods about 25 to 30 years ago. No longer. They're owned by Richemont. They just have cheapened the whole thing. My honest advice to you, I got to be totally honest there. I think I would probably go for a small boutique leather brand. I wouldn't go for the big names unless you go to Hermes. It's going to be just pretty. Mont Blanc is just pretty nasty. They put their name on everything. I don't think the quality, as soon as they went into Mont Blanc watches, it lost it. It lost it because it's just stupid. Okay, here we go. Chris DeBlanc, $2. Reverso. Yes, guys, I am currently wearing the Reverso. Yes, that's been my holiday croc eater. croc beater with the Theo and Harris strap on it. That's what it's wearing there, which is
how is the
that was quite.
How is the Theo and Harris strap? Is it good quality?
Look, people criticize it. They don't know why they don't like him. He's not paying me anything. I looked around. I was going to go to combat straps. That's what Clive says. But
yeah,
I like. Look, they're not Theo and Harris strap. They had an extra long one, and it was the colors that I really liked. It's made by this Italian. Theo and Harris has got this New York Italian guy who does it. I think they're first class. The quality is amazing. It's got quick. I didn't like it on my paddock. I didn't want to. I bought it for my paddock, but I think it works better on my reverso. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my honest advice. Okay, we've got $10 here. Tommy D. Do you think Rodent's last video entitled Seiko is the greatest watch, greatest brand ever? Is he passive-aggressive attempt to troll the pontiff? Look, he's just a clickbait fool. That's all he is. He's a clickbait fool, because that's like saying Chevrolet is the best car in the world. Sure, they make some good cars. They also make some fucking stinkers. My God, General Motors of recent years should be ashamed of the garbage they've churned out. My God, they've done some bad things. But I got to tell you, in all honesty, Seiko makes some great stuff to a price point, but it's not the greatest. I mean, Victor, let's be honest. There's Paddock. Paddock is the Rolls Royce of the brands. I mean, whether you like it or you don't like it, there is something about Paddock that is more than the sum of the parts. They're a piece of art.
You know, Longa's really they're really looking good recently. I don't know yet. I haven't owned one, but whew.
Lange is amazing. I must tell you, honestly, I think Lange is beautiful stuff. I love Lange. Is it better than Patek? I think the fact that Lange is even being compared to Patek tells you Lange is first class, but no, I'm much rather a Patek guy. Yankee Doodle, $5. I just put my Submariner on a full grain leather strap made by Swiss, reimagined, amazing value at $25. There you go. You don't need to spend a lot to put new shoes on your watch. Bursa, $2. What's the best way to clean hotel patron jizz? I tell you, we've got Jiffy Sheen. It's a spray that we use to get any grime gunk off, and we put it into an industrial washing machine. It's all fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. Just hang on. I got to turn my camera off for 1 minute. The camera's off. The camera's off. The camera's off. You can see that. You can see. I can't see. You can go through. Go through. That's okay. But I got to tell you, Vic.
Yep.
After this show finishes, me and you are going to do another show. Okay. We're going to do another show to sell your paddock.
All right.
Yankee Doodle, $2. The word Seiko gives me diarrhea. Okay, fair enough there. The word Seiko. I don't hate Seiko. I think Seiko is amazing stuff. Like, you think about it, you know, Seiko, everything is in-house, right?
Yeah, Seiko's in-house.
But let's be honest there, a lot of the lower-end Seiko stuff is really garbage now. It's made in China. The attention to detail is atrocious. The fit and finish is appalling. There's a lot of garbage they make as well. There is a lot of garbage. So I got to be completely frank and honest with you and tell you that that's the honest truth. Seiko makes great stuff. The more you spend with Seiko, the better it gets. It's funny that, isn't it? The more you spend, the better it gets. Like, their midline range is the Presage range, which is starting to get semi-decent, but they're really cheap stuff. It's made in China, or it's just garbage. Absolute garbage. Andy Man, $5. Arch, I fully support your minimalist experiment. I know a Long Island millionaire who only wears white polos, khakis, and one watch. Try it. Yeah, that's a new idea I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about putting all my stuff away and having no watches. What do you think?
I think that's a bad idea. I don't see it happening. I don't think you could do it.
You think it's a bad idea?
Yeah, I don't think you can do it. I mean, how are you gonna survive? It's your shtick.
Okay. Well, just an experiment, just to see if I could appreciate.
As long as you can get out of the experiment sooner than later, then yeah, why not?
Because I just want to see if I could. What I wanted to gain from doing it was have more love for the things. I think we get too greedy. We get very greedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
You know, we get very greedy, and I was hoping to just. I don't think I appreciate what I've got. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I must admit, I was a bit upset with you. You got more than me, right? And I'm thinking, hang on a minute, what the fuck is my problem, man?
But I was
jealous. I was jealous, Victor. There you go. I was jealous. Okay, you got better protects than me, right? And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? I mean,
fair. I went to graduate school. I spent a lot of time in school and spent, I got about almost $500 million in loans, and it took a while for me to get here.
Exactly. $5 from Chris DeBlanc. Reverso Tribute Moon is my next victim, then man on the fucking moon. I gotta tell you honestly, that is a absolutely fantastic way to go. That is absolutely amazing. That's an amazing way to go. I don't think there's any problems with doing that. I think the Reverso, look, I don't think the quality of the Reverso, you got to remember this, it's not paddock quality. Like, let me give you an idea. On my Reverso Grand Date, when it gears up for the date change, it starts about an hour before 12 o'clock. See, on a paddock, it does it in a shorter space. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
The Reverso is machine finished, isn't it? It's not hand finished.
I thought, look, let's be honest there, okay? Even paddock, these things are not cut out of metal by hand, okay? There is so much machine, like that's kind of deceptive. I think there's possibly the amount of time they spend on a paddock is greater than they do on a Reverso or on a Jaeger LeCoultre. Okay, it is more time is spent. Yeah. I think the Reversos are amazing bang per buck, amazing.
Yep.
Is it? Look, I think, to be honest with you, paddock users, you cannot make 50,000 watches by hand a year. That is, I mean, I don't know if you realize this, right?
It's just the finishing that's by hand, though, with paddock. It's the finishing, not the actual machine.
Yeah. Look, I don't have a problem with the finishing on JLC, but obviously, if it's 3 times the price, there's a reason for that. Okay, there really is a reason for that, and I got my own opinion. The more you spend, generally, the more you get. Unless we're talking Richard Mille. Richard Mille just goes crazy. That is fucking.
I can't do it.
That's just fucking nasty. That's just fucking. And I think a man on the fucking moon. That actually, the moon watch. To be honest with you, I've actually sat down with a watch dealer, and he said to me, "The man on the moon is better than any Rolex."
Well,
we're talking movement. We're talking movements. This is a watch dealer. Actually, I'll tell you who said it. Actually, he was talking 861 as well. He reckons okay, of course the 321, but he said even the 861. He said that's better than a date just movement or a sub movement.
Oh wow, that's
the movement. I had this conversation about 10 years ago, so you know you could sort of argue it was an older conversation, but the reality is this is what he said to me. He said to me that, hey, just hang on one tick. You guys going then? Okay, what time are you back?
An hour.
Okay.
Stop.
No rush. Just asking. I gotta make some money. No, it's all good, guys. It's all great. But I gotta tell you honestly, the Amiga Speedmaster Man on the Moon, that is even the 861. That's a piece of art. This was Ronnie from Vintage Watch. He's owned a 5960. He's actually got a Lange. He had a 5070. Ronnie is one of the coolest
That watch is
people on the planet, and he cars his own Mercedes 600, not the V12. We're talking the one that Frank Sinatra and Elvis Presley had, vintage.
Oh wow!
And he said to me, and his watch, he's got a Lange 1815 chronograph, which is manual wind perfection, just absolutely. And he said to me, for the money, the Amiga Speedmaster Man on the Moon walks all over any Rolex sub, any of that movement. He said the Amiga is miles above. He didn't say the case. We didn't talk about bracelet. We didn't talk about dial. We're purely talking about the movement.
I believe it.
And he said for the bang per the buck is, which I think it's fair enough. Yankee Doodle $2. Yankee Doodle $2. What has to be? There has to be a level of reverso to compete with Patek. Look, I think you got to understand. Patek used to buy a lot of base movement Jaeger-LeCoultre in the so Jaeger-LeCoultre that were a movement maker. That was their main business.
The original Nautilus had that movement.
Movement manufacturer. So they're an amazing company. So Yankee Doodle and take me the number. Hello. Hello?
Yeah. Hello? My service is...
Hello, Victor.
Shit. Yeah, I'm here. My service is in and out.
Okay, cool.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
That's okay. Hey, Yankee Doodle $5. I think the finishing on the Lange is better than the Patek.
I have to agree. Picture. Well, no, in real life I saw it too. Yeah.
No. Look, the problem with Lange is, let me just say that the big problem I have with Lange is they are not Lange of old. You got to remember this. This is a new company, right?
Yeah.
Lange of old doesn't exist. So I'm just going to show you. You guys want to see where I'm staying? Here we go. I'm going out to the balcony. Have a look at this. I'm going to show you where I'm staying. Just hang on. Sorry, fuck. I'll just show you quickly, guys, where I'm staying. Here we go. This is the resort.
Look at that.
Here we go. That's the pool.
Wow.
That's the spa.
Palm tree.
This is my apartment here. So it's pretty cool.
It looks gorgeous.
And it's just beautiful. It's absolutely. Yeah. I'm so this is in a place called Palm Cove, just outside of Cairns.
How far is Cairns
But
from?
I got to tell you, Victor, is the finishing on Patek. It's 2.5 hours. I'm actually closer to Melbourne than I am to Cairns.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, the finishing on the Lange.
I am closer to Melbourne.
They use gold when they with the gold chamfers and the. I mean, it has color. It has the silver, the German silver. they just do things that make it kind of aesthetically appealing when you're looking at it, like when you're just looking at like the data.
I just want to ask you. I just want to ask you something, if you don't mind, Victor.
Sure.
Hello, Victor.
Yeah, I'm here.
I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah.
Because you're Jewish, aren't you?
I am.
So don't you find the Nazi problem in World War II? How do you combat that? I mean, do you not get a bit shitted off? I mean, I'm not Jewish. Right? My grandfather was a POW. He was actually in the Russian army. He was captured by the fucking Nazi. He was captured by a panzer division, right? And I got to be honest with you, those German brethren, they weren't terribly good to my grandfather. Okay?
Of course not. Of course not, yeah.
Besides strip searching him to see, you know what they did? You know what they did to my grandfather as soon as they captured him, right? Captured his regiment, right?
Yeah.
They pulled his pants down to see if he was circumcised or not.
I heard that's what they did, yep. That was one way to tell.
And when anyone who was circumcised got a bullet.
Although I think they circumcised,
right?
Yeah, well, they get sent to the camps and then they get bullets there. Or yeah, one way or another.
No. And then, you know, they asked for volunteers who's going to dig some trenches at the front lines. So my granddad volunteered, right?
Yeah.
The people who didn't volunteer, they were used in a flamethrower experiment.
Your grandfather's from Lvov, right?
Yes, Lvov. That's right, the Polish border.
Yeah, my dad is from there.
And I got to be honest with you, you know, I mean, people joke about this and that there. I fucking am still angry. I'm still fucking angry about the Germans. I cannot forgive those sons of bitches. Now, I know these are not the same Germans. Yeah. Well, actually, they are. They are the same fucking. They got the same fucking DNA. And I got to be honest with you. You know what? Fuck you, Lange.
Oh,
I honestly think, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not fucking buying anything from you cunts, okay? You wouldn't fucking give me a brochure, right? Well, stick it up your fucking ass.
Didn't they send you the book?
Yeah, eventually, but I'm just saying to you, they're a bunch of fucking assholes. And I'm telling you now, man, I can't forgive them. I'm fucking angry.
That's one way to look at it.
And I got to tell you too another story. The Germans, right?
Yeah. What about German?
Sorry? The Germans. My grandmother was she was a slave laborer, right? She had a French boyfriend.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend was killed with a rifle butt in front of her. And she was probably raped, but she never says anything about it. She was a fucking weird, nasty bitch. And I got to tell you this now, man. I don't fucking like the Germans. I can't forgive them. I can't forget.
Yeah, the language.
I'm not fucking buying. I'm not buying any fucking German watches. Okay, I'm not buying any. Well, German cars are consumables like toilet paper and washing machines.
Yeah. Well,
right.
You're helping.
Consumables is different.
I felt less anti-Semitism.
It's like buying tampons. It's like buying tampons or rubbers. It doesn't matter. But heirloom pieces that you really love, I don't want to promote Germans at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I went to Germany and I didn't feel anti-Semitism there. I felt it more in France and in Spain before, less than Germany. I think it was because in the schools they teach the students how wrong it was, the way that they do in the South, in the United States about slavery. Like the curriculum is the literature is always African American literature, and they talk about how.
Here we go. I got Andrew C $2. Agreed. Lange, ugly in metal anyway. Nomos worse. Look, I didn't think Lange's ugly. I wouldn't say. Look, I think Lange's amazing. Right?
Okay, I'll tell you this. They're gonna release the stainless steel sports watch next month, or actually this month now. That's the rumor, and
yeah, that's going to be a huge mistake. That's a huge mistake.
I think it could go. I don't know if they do it right. It could be their saving grace.
But they're only jumping on the bandwagon to get money. They're owned by Richmond, who are a bunch of fucking cunts. That Richmond, seriously.
That's the mistake.
They fucked up Panerai. They fucked up Cartier. They fuck everything they touch.
Because they can't control their distribution the way that Patek and Rolex can, which holds.
No, they're greedy. You can control distribution, but they're greedy. They're greedy.
What I'm saying is, they will produce. Yeah, they're greedy. They will produce as many watches as people want to buy. But when you have Rolex and Patek, they are independently owned, so they can produce less watches than they can supply less than the demand as a long-term strategy without without having to produce quarterly results or annual year-over-year growth. So yeah, that was the big mistake. But the sports watch, it could be interesting. They do it right, but I don't know.
I got to be completely honest with you. I think it's too little too late. Actually, we've got some comments. I've just missed a few super chats. Just give me a minute here. We've got one here for Tommy D, $5. Do you consider Lithuanians to be wogs like yourself? If so, then happy to be in good company. Can you explain that name a bit? Wogs is normally a derogatory term used for Italians, but it can also be used for Eastern Europeans. So I in my country, we were called wogs. We were hated. We were despised. So anything like that, I would have to say, I'm allowed to use the term wog because I apply to it. So David, it's like a black man. He can call another black man the N-word, but a white man could never do that. You understand? It's cultural, okay?
Yeah.
David Coffey, $2 for a better internet connection for Archie. Thank you, David. What a cool guy. Chris DeBlanc, $2. I found 90% of bracelets repulsive, especially the man on the fucking moon.
I agree.
I don't mind the bracelet on the Omega. It's
very few good bracelets out there.
Yeah, but Rolex does a great job. I must say, Rolex does. I would even say the Nautilus bracelet I find a bit shitty. I like shitty.
In real life, the Nautilus, it's very thin. I like it. I don't know. I like it in real life, but it scratches.
It is. It's delicate. It's delicate. I even found I had an AP Royal Oak. They're not the best bracelet. They're quite delicate, very delicate. Rolex is the best heavy-duty bracelet with, Yankee Doodle, $5. I think the finishing on Lange is better than Patek. I know we've done that one before, but I just wanted to read it again because a lot of people say that. And it's quite interesting. Andy Man, $2. Victor, let's get Archie to Atlanta. You betcha. NY Punter, $2. How much is Sid charging you for your kids' braces? $8,000. Okay, $8,000. I got to pay $3,000 up front, and then $500 a month. Yankee Doodle, $2. I purchased a Seiko SARB 035 for $300. Great value. Yeah, I agree. That's amazing value. Anything like that is good value. Chris LeBlanc, Reverso Tribute Moon is my next victim. Then Man on the fucking Moon Omega. Yep, I totally get it. I got to be honest with you, Victor.
Yeah,
I think I've been too greedy. You know that the more we have, the more we want.
Well, that's true. What I was gonna say is, sometimes I have because I'm, as a collector, I tend to go very passionate, and I go really into watches. And then sometimes it gets so distracting that I have to step away. And I get what you're saying. I don't know if I could, I I don't know that I can put my watches away, but I'll stop buying for a while because, I'll say, I have to be more well-rounded or, invest my time in other things because, I get it'll last like a year or two and then I kind of slow down because it becomes like obsessive. So I get what you're saying. And yeah, there's definitely the appreciation aspect of it. You become, you take for granted what you have. So for sure.
Okay, now Tommy D, $2. Isn't that WAP, as in without papers? Thank you, Tommy D. And Chris DeBlanc, $2. Rolex and Breitling, I wear bracelets. And for me, I'd have to say Breitling's had some really nice bracelets. I will tell you a story very quickly before the next super chat, and that's I had a problem with my Navi timer this was about 10 years ago. Basically, the safety lock, it had broken. The little pin had come out.
Yeah.
And you know what, Breitling? I sent it to Breitling. You know what they did?
They replaced the whole bracelet?
No, they fixed it for free.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, Breitling, I got to be honest with you, Breitling has given me some amazing service over the years.
Let me ask, what do you think of the Rice bracelet by Breitling? The ones that are on the
Yeah, that's what it was. It was kind of... Oh, you mean the shark mesh bracelet?
No, not the shark mesh. The beads of rice one, but they're kind of at an angle.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think it works. I think it works for Breitling. I also loved the shark mesh bracelet. The clasp is a bit stiff. Like I found it because I don't have any fingernails because I'm always nervous. I'm a neurotic Woody Allen, chewing my nails all the time. I got to be honest with you. That's the only criticism, but I think they do that deliberately. It's not cheap to do it that way. It's just that's how it is. That I love that bracelet is a fucking amazing. It's one of the nicest shark meshes I've ever seen. Hamando, $3. I love ID Guy's videos, but he owns a bunch of Panis. Yeah, I love ID Guy. He makes some great vids. I do like his stuff. And we've got a $5 Yankee Doodle. What's the most I should pay for a Rolex? 18239. So we're talking white gold, date president.
Yep.
And this was made from 88 until the early 2000s. Mint with box and papers. Going to bid on it next month at auction. Look, Yankee, this sort of shit. I don't like gearing up for auctions like this. My best advice to you: jump on Chrono24. Try and buy one yourself. You're much better off to get a deal. I think buying things at auction is fraught with danger. I'll tell you this now. I bought a 18238 many years ago, and it turned out it was actually advertised as a single quickset because it was only working as a single quickset. But the case number was at 18238, which is a double quickset. It turned out that it had a fault with the mechanism. It was actually a double quickset. But buying at auction, fuck me dead. No return privileges. It's a fucking... be careful buying at auction. It's not for the faint-hearted, okay?
Below 14 is where I would say is the going price.
Okay, good. Okay, very good to hear. Because I'm not really that au fait with the American market.
Yeah,
you'd say 14s?
Low teens, between 12 and 14.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you for that. Ant G, $2. 70s 5513, BLNR, Oyster Perpetual 39, El Primero JLC Sector Dial Snowflake. Ant G, I don't think you can get better than that. 5513, a Batman, Oyster Perpetual, just classic. El Primero, what more do you fucking want? Fucking perfect. I think that's a great collection. You don't need anything else. You're done and dusted. There's nothing more to add. I don't know if you saw my latest video, Victor. A guy had a 6-piece collection. I uploaded it yesterday. Did you see that video by any chance?
I did, yes. What did he have? He had the...
I think that was perfect. Yeah, he had two Omegas. He had a...
Oh, yeah, I was surprised.
And
I was surprised. He had the Omega... He had the Seamaster, and you were loving it. And that was the first time I heard you say that you love it for a while.
Yeah, no, it's a cool watch. I mean, I wouldn't buy one. I wouldn't recommend to buy one, but in
Yeah.
that collection of 6 pieces,
Yeah.
he doesn't need anything else. It's just fucking
Yeah. You know, I plan on consolidating.
Daniel Katz. Here we go. We've got some. Sorry, what's that?
Me? I said I
Hello?
plan on consolidating soon.
Hello,
Yeah, I'm
Victor.
here. I'm here. Can you hear
Some
me?
coins in. Hello, Victor. Yep, I can hear you. Okay. Daniel Katz, $3. Your advice at auctions, damn good. Yes, I be very careful. Chris DeBlanc, $2. Timex bracelet or any Omega bracelet.
Omega.
Look, the Timex bracelet, Timex Q. That's funky as fuck. I think that's a great idea. What Timex has done.
Still cheap though.
But it's built at a price point. Come on, it's price point. Dan Radke, $2. Any Cactus Gardens in Cairns? No Cactus Gardens, and we are building that Cactus Garden indeed. So Victor, I got to tell you, man. This show, we're going for an hour today. Just let everyone know, we're going for an hour today. Once we finish this show, I'm actually going to do a live show from the Archie Luxury channel. I haven't done that in ages. And on the Archie Luxury channel, because this is the Archie Luxury corporate channel.
Yeah.
So I'm going to swing back to Archie Luxury channel, and me and you, Victor, we're going to do a live show. You're selling one of your Pateks.
That's right. Yep.
So we'll put it out there.
Cool.
And we'll look. We'll see if we can get it sold. We'll talk about it. We'll have a chat. Okay, so that's what is happening today. So on this show here, I deliberately didn't want to talk about your Patek because I'm doing the show with you after this one. You understand?
Yeah, for sure. Makes sense.
So so we're going to do it on the main channel. So we'll do that very, very soon, Victor. We've got a little bit of time left here, so anyone wants to super chat before the next show, please do so. I got to tell you, in all honesty, I'm starting to think less is more. Blue Shirt Buddha, $2. Glad to see you enjoying the vacation, Arch. Yeah, no, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. And I might be going to Singapore very soon to cover the Patek event. But we haven't. That's coming up. I might be doing that, but we'll see. I got to tell you the truth, Victor. I think honestly, less is more. I really got inspired by that guy having 6 pieces. I thought that was just such a perfect combination. Thomas Burdett, £10. Fuck me dead, that's a lot of money. Midweek, respect us to the Pontiff and Victor and my buddies. ID Guy, Clive Watch Wrangler, WikiLeaks, Blue Shirt Buddha, Rich Buddy, Bud the Stud, Howdy from Texas, Carlos SS, Discount, and of course, Deacon and Dan Radke. Thank you so much for your midweek support. Ant G, $2. Victor's a businessman. Archie's a business man. Thank you very much indeed, Ant G. We do enjoy the commentary from Ant G. I got to be honest with you, Victor. I'm starting to think less is more.
You know, my thought is the ideal collection is, I'll tell you what it is. I think it's 3 watches in a permanent, 3 like that you love that stay in the collection forever, and 2 that rotate. So 5. So you have between 3 and 5 at all times. You know, 3 is like are the ones that you just cannot get rid of, cannot let go, and then 1 or 2, you know, you keep 1 for a few years or whatever, and then 1, you know, if a watch comes up. And it stays like that. So 3 to 5. That way you get time with the watches. You know, most of my watches sit in the bank, and I have a few that I really, you know, bond with. And the ones that sit in the bank for long enough, I'm going to end up, you know, not now, but at some point, it's just no point. And I think you need time to bond with the watch. I develop emotional connections.
Wow.
So 3 is the ideal number.
Wow. Wow. Okay. That's a very, very interesting perspective there. Absolutely. Very, very, very interesting perspective. You know what my 3 watches would be if I had to pick 3 that I could never sell?
Yeah, what is it?
Okay, so I would say this. Number one,
The world
I
time.
always loved that reverso. No, this is the reverso.
Yeah.
The Jaeger Culture Reverso Grand Date. Right? I honestly, that watch there, that's me, okay? That's me.
Yep. Good.
Number 2, every man needs a Rolex. You must have one Rolex.
Agreed.
For me, that'd be the Explorer 2 40 mil.
Yep.
Why the 40? Because when I was growing up, that's
why.
always.
I said, yep, I agree. I think that's a good choice.
Yep.
And then what's the third one? Which Patek?
Okay. This may surprise you because it's not the most expensive. It's not the most valuable.
The 5296.
No, 5127.
Ooh, interesting. You love that
I
one.
find the 5296 too big. It's too big for me.
Wow.
I like the 5127.
That surprises me.
And I've got it on a deployant, strap buckle.
That's interesting.
That's it for me. That's what those 3.
Okay, so
I've had to buy.
Archie, you got to take your Pateks and consolidate them. Get a 5070. You can afford it. 3 of them. Let go of 3 of them. Keep your 5127, and the other 3 get the 5070 and call it a day. You got your Rolex, you got your Jaeger, you got your Patek Calatrava, and the fuck off 5070. That is a collection. That's one that will. That's like, that's everything. That's what you need. I really think you need to do that. And you could do it with cash in the bank.
It's very hard to sell these in Australia. Australia is very fucking.
Come to the United States.
Small.
You go to a few dealers.
Yeah.
They'll do some trades.
The problem is, Victor, the problem is if I made a profit on, say, the world time, I got to pay tax on it. So it's not as easy as you think.
Well, yeah, but I mean, how much at the end of the day, if you trade 3 for 1 and you have
the world time, I paid 25 after the servicing. It cost me about 26,000 Aussie. It's worth 36. I make 10 grand, right?
Yeah.
The annual calendar, there's probably not much in that. 5.
Okay, so here's you don't make any money here. You trade it for 2 watches, and then you go back to Australia and make your profit there.
Oh, I see no, this is tax in Australia is the problem, but I understand what you're saying, and you are. Let me think about that. Yankee Doodle $2. Arch, you should sell one of your Pateks too. Probably. I got to tell you, you're right. You're right.
How much can you get a 5070?
I think you're right. I think you're.
A 5070.
Oh, I haven't even looked. But I think. Oh my God, Herman Sows just gave me $20. Herman Sows, $20. I like your last 2 reviews. Good job. Also, keep all 4 Pateks. Do not sell your Pateks. Do not listen to Victor. Thank you, Herman Sows. I got to be honest with you. The other thing about those Pateks is the annual calendar. I was actually offered a deal if I really wanted to get a platinum annual calendar, right? Yeah. But I liked my one because that's the one I got when I was 40. You know, my penis worked so much better when I was 40. My eyesight was better. I was slightly thinner, well, quite a bit thinner. And I want to remember those last days So I want to keep my annual because of that. And the world time, I always wanted one.
Yeah,
I always wanted one. I got a white gold one, but then I really wanted the yellow. When I had the white gold, it was cool. The white gold one, in my opinion, says you can't afford platinum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So I like the yellow one because the yellow one is actually, it's gold. That's what I think gold is. When you say gold, I always think gold is yellow. It's not fucking white or it's not fucking rose. It's yellow.
Yeah.
And we've got 5 minutes to go, Victor. 5 minutes to go today. Then we are jumping ship. We're going to go on the other channel, and we're going to be promoting your watch for sale. You're going to just not say too much at the moment. I want to do a show with you. I want to announce it to the world. You want to sell one of your Pateks? We'll talk about it on air. I don't want to talk about it now. I want to save it for the show. But I've got to tell you something. You know something, Victor? What I find really relieving is selling my watches. It makes me. I get so greedy. I get so caught up when I sell them. I actually feel really relieved. NY Punter, $5. Ask Sid if he'll fix your son's braces in exchange for a tour of Bangers with the fucker horn. I will do that. And Chris Chen, $5. Can you repost the old video like the Gerard Perregay video and all the other Archie Explodes, which you took down if we didn't support? Okay, I will do that. I'm going to loading more stuff to the Elite Broadcasting channel. Yankee Doodle, $2. Vic, would you consider a Vacheron Constantine Patrimony?
Absolutely pre-owned. Yeah, it's an amazing watch. I mean, for me,
they are amazing. They are amazing.
They're amazing watches. They're right there with the Calatrava, but they don't hold the value like the Calatrava. So depends on if it's a lifetime. If you keep it for the lifetime, absolutely amazing watch.
And here we go, £5 from Thomas Burnett. What do you think of the 5951P-012 platinum cushion case, split seconds, mono pusher, chrono, perpetual calendar? Bring it on the screen. I honestly, this watch here is ridiculous. I don't know what you think. I'm just bringing a picture up to see what this baby. We're going to bring this up on the screen now. I think we are. Let's get this. Press the button. And here we go. This is what it looks like. The 5951P mono pusher. Look at that there. I got to tell you the truth.
It looks like a TV.
Fucking amazing. It's the only thing I could say. Way out of my price point. Way out of my price point.
That has amazing modern value, though. That's going to hold some value in the future. That's a collectible.
I got to say, a mono pusher is pretty damn cool. I think that's cool.
Is that a split second chronograph?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking amazing. It's I mean, look, that's out of my price range there. There's absolutely, I mean, that's just fucking ridiculous. Let's have a look. What does it sell for? Let's have a look. Let's go shopping. I didn't have it there. Let's have a look if they've got one on Watchfinder has one. Let's have a look how much they want. Here we go. One's on Watchfinder.
$500,000.
They have a fucking $500,000. Fuck me dead. Yes. 37 mil. Nice size. It's a grand complication. That's in platinum. $500,000. That's okay. You tell me it's $500,000.
I'm looking at chrono. There's only one listed with the price. Well, there's a few, but around between 450 and 550.
Oh, okay. Fucking hell. That's Now that's where Patek excels, in that extreme. Here we go. It's 420,000 euro. Fuck me dead. In this extreme sort of area here, fuck, it's got a special watch box too. I don't know if you noticed that. It's got a custom. Fuck me dead. That is just absolutely amazing. Fucking amazing. I don't know what to say, really. It's just ridiculously good. It's amazing. It's just, I mean, that's way out of my price point, Sunshine. Way. And gee, how collectible is the 5196? Look, the 5196 is pretty mass market Patek, but it's a gorgeous, good size Calatrava. I think it's highly collectible. They're actually, if you buy one new, I don't think it's that terrible. I don't recommend buying new, but I don't think that is terrible. I don't think it's terrible. You keep it, you hold it. You're not going to make money. Rich Buddy bought one. You know, Rich Buddy bought a rose gold one for about 13 or 14 US.
Wow, that's not bad.
There are some bargains. Yeah, it was only 18 months old, I think, from memory. It wasn't that old. So I got to be totally honest with you. I think they're fucking beautiful. They're a beautiful watch. Archie,
let me say this real quick. So with my Patek, the 5961A white dial that I want to sell, I just checked. The reason I'm selling it is to get the black dial one. The black dial one I just found out is fallen through. So I need to find. I don't want to sell it until I have a new old stock black dial one. So I'm gonna have to put this on hold for a minute because.
Oh, that's okay, Victor. That's okay. We can put it on hold. That's okay.
Because I don't want to.
I was just going to make. Okay, sorry, Victor. Yep. Okay, no worries. So basically, what happened is Victor was going to sell his 5960 on the steel. It's the steel on the steel bracelet, right?
Yep, with the white dial.
That's the one that Clive nearly bought, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't get it from Clive's guy, but I told you that.
Oh, you didn't get it from.
No, I told you that because
okay.
Clive and I were messing with you, but no, yeah, I got it brand new, but I wanted the black dial one, and then the black dial, then I ended up getting the white dial one, then the black dial one came up, I found one, and now it's gone again, so I have to find another one.
I got to be honest with you, I don't hate the white dial one. I don't know why you're so anti.
Well, because the black dial was only made for 8 months, and the white dial one was made for 3 years. So that becomes a rare.
Yeah, but so what?
It's a cool piece to say. There's very few of them.
How much more is the black dial one?
It's going to be around about 15 or 20 more.
Fuck, 15,000, not 100.
Yeah.
Fuck me. No. I'd stick with the white dial. They also do the blue one, didn't they?
Well, that's in white gold. That's not in the steel. That's in current production, but it's not on the bracelet.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. I like the blue best. I think the blue looks
I like
best.
it too also. But this is for me, it's one of those few watches I got as I don't know if it's a good idea or not because it's the first time I'm doing it like this. It's like a collectible, I'm getting it to kind of put aside, put in the bank and see what happens, 10, 15, 20 years from now. That's the reason.
I can't see that becoming, I can't see it being, it's a highly desirable annual calendar chrono. Any Patek chronograph is amazing. $2 from Yankee Doodle. Vic, opinion on the Breguet Type 20. What's your opinion on that?
I love it. And for the money, it is the best watch. I think you can get them for $6, $7, $8 grand. I mean, that is the best watch you'll get.
Are they a real Breguet? Some people have said they're not a real Breguet because the chronograph is actually a column wheel. It's not a column wheel. It's a Cam's chronograph.
That's the only. I agree in that sense. It's not like the Classique. It's not
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I love Breguet with their traditional, what they've done in the past. But for the money with the brand, yeah, I mean, you know. But then they say the Patek Pilot isn't a real Patek. You know, it's a good, well-made watch.
Oh,
brand.
no. It's a real Patek because it's fucking ridiculously priced. Fuck, is that expensive? That is fucking expensive.
It is.
It's a fucking deer. They're not cheap. The Pilot, I got to be honest with you, there's no question of it not being. Since you got one, I went and had a look at a few of them online, and it's a proper Patek.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
so much better than in pictures.
And we just got a super chat from Rick Summers. He says, "Cheers, Pontiff." Thank you so much, Rick Summers. That came via PayPal. So that is certainly much appreciated. And Chris DeBlanc, $2, 6006G for Vic. My friend has one of those. That's the Patek Calatrava 6006. It uses.
I don't love the look.
I got to tell you, I got a friend of mine who bought one, right? And I didn't like it to start. I said, "Oh, that's a bit oddball." Blah 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 blah. Number one, it's on the deployant Patek buckle, right?
Yeah, that's nice.
Number two, it uses the 240 movement, same movement base as the 5712.
That's the
which
best,
is, I think it's,
movement.
I think it's their better. It's a better move. Look. I don't. It's a different type of movement. You know, you got to remember this.
The micro rotor.
And it doesn't have center seconds, so it has to have the seconds at this 5 position.
Right. Exactly.
And it's kind of oddball enough, but it's.
What about your work time? It has the 240, doesn't it?
Yeah, but that's a different. If you just want a simple, elegant dress watch, it's very busy.
Yeah.
If you just want a Calatrava, I think the 6006 is quirky enough, but it's still very fundamentally a simple dress watch. It's an automatic with date.
Yeah, and it looks like the weekly, but it looks. I would get a clean one like you have.
Okay. You know, the 6006 is the cheapest Patek with a pusher, with a stylus. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because what other watch? Because you still have the stylus to adjust the date.
That's true. It's the cheapest one with the, yeah. I don't know. I would
stylus. Like that's.
I would get the classic
achievement.
Yeah,
it's a bit, but the problem is in the Patek lineup they don't have, you know, the ones I've got. They don't make them anymore.
I know.
They have the 5196
with
or
the center.
You go to a 5. Sorry.
Or the one with they have the one with the center seconds, or the one with the 100 case back, which is so freaking expensive for that watch.
Well, that Hunter case, I like it. It's an amazing case back. Could you imagine fucking it up? But could you imagine fucking it up? It's so easy to fuck up, and then it would cost a fortune to fix, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it's like 35 grand. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, for not much more money, you could get the weekly calendar. You know, that new one, the 5212.
Exactly. I'm trying to get that one. It may not come soon, but
I reckon that'll be hot. I reckon that'll be as hot as the fucking the Nautilus or the Aquanaut. I reckon that's going to be.
My theory is for 2 years it'll be hot and then it'll slow down.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah, because it's in steel, so people love that. That's why the 59 is awesome, because it's in steel. But people are not loving the watches on the straps these days. I mean, they want these integrated.
Do you know what the cheapest Patek in steel is?
The Aquanaut 5167.
No, we could go to the Neptune.
Oh yeah, well they don't make that. Oh yeah, that's a great deal actually. But that's I don't find it that ugly. It looks like
I don't find it. I think in two-tone it's more ugly. Quick super chat. Steve Camasso, $2. Hi Arch. So is Victor a new cardinal? He's still a priest. Okay, he hasn't. He hasn't crossed yet. He needs to super chat more to get that official rating. I got to tell you, you know, the Neptune, that's very similar to the, you know, the Neptune was a very, very 90s sort of piece. It's very dated. They've actually gone up. The Neptunes, they were dirt cheap.
I bet you they're going to be popular in the future. They're one of those sleeper watches.
Well, anything that's so hated must be popular in the future, you know?
Absolutely. I don't
think they're that ugly. They're kind of like a lounge lizard watch. They were Patek's answer to the Cartier Panther or Cartier Santos in steel.
Yeah. But I mean, it's,
you know, Patek itself, they do copy. Sorry?
I said, oh, the dial looks like, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, the dial looks like the 5712.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I said the dial looks like the 5712, but you were saying?
Okay. What I was saying is that I really do think the Neptune will come back. I think it'll come back in, you know.
Absolutely.
The Ellipse is also that's a fucking ugly watch too. You know, the Ellipse, that was supposed to be that was so cool. That came out late 60s.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, it hasn't really done much, has it?
No,
it's very
but
dated
the last
now,
one, they discontinued every version except now they've come out with like a grand complication, not a grand complication, but an application version of it. That's the only one left. So I think, yeah, maybe.
Here we go. Thomas Burdett, £5 from Thomas Burdett. And here we're talking crazy Pateks. 5539G-001. Minute repeater tourbillon. Can you bring this up on the screen for us, Arch? That's a very, very good question indeed. Bring this baby up on the screen. And let's have a look.
That watch is stealth wealth to the maximum. That is like,
yeah, because it looks like a 5196.
Yeah, exactly. But inside of there is a tourbillon and a minute repeater. That is stealth wealth.
I mean,
God, I wish.
Yeah, that is.
I wish I had that much money where I could get that watch.
You'd buy one?
If I'd only buy one if I had over $10 billion, because I wouldn't give a fuck. And that's how rich I'd have to be to buy one of those. Because they're so simple from the front. So classy.
Yeah.
You gotta have more class than I can imagine, than I could ever have to buy a watch like that.
And you know, the interesting thing is that the beats per hour is actually 21.6.
Oh,
it's not a 28.8.
That's interesting. Well, probably because it has all these functions and they want them to work, you know, because it has to slow down to keep some power reserve. I love the.
Yeah, it's just. Would you get it in blue or black? Blue dial or black dial? What would you get, Victor?
You know,
Tell me what you get.
Black. I would do black with that one. But I love.
You'd get. The blue is fucking sexy.
I love the blue. The black is more like, for something like that, it's so classic and just so classy that I would have to keep it as demure as possible by getting it in black. But still, that watch is, you know, that's a almost 7-figure watch. That's God, I don't even know how much that watch is. It's probably around $1 million. Let me look.
Yeah, you have a look. Tell us what we're looking at.
5.5. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's like around $750 million. That's an.
Let me tell you a bargain. Do you want to know what a bargain? Minute repeater is?
A bargain minute repeater?
Absolute. Yeah, there's absolute bargain, which I think is a bargain. I'm just going to bring it up on the screen.
I don't think
it's a reverso.
Oh yeah,
it's a reverso minute repeater.
What is it, like 60K? 70?
Less. This is a fucking bargain. This is an absolute absolute bargain. I actually reviewed this. You could buy them for 20.
What? What?
20,000. Yeah, they were absolute.
Oh
They're an
my.
absolute bargain.
Wow, that's impressive for 20 grand. I just see
Yeah.
it's probably useful
Let's have a
competition.
look what they're going for now, because it was a while. Let's have a look on Chrono and see what they're fucking going for. I'll tell you. Let's have a look what they're going for.
Okay, so there's one going for 35, 38 on the bracelet, 38,000 in the US. There's only 3 of them. It's pretty rare. Around in the 30s.
Yeah. That's probably the cheapest.
That's what I'm seeing.
Good brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But you know, I still don't know if I could buy a minute repeater. Would you buy one? You know, would you spend that much money for a complication that you just can't use?
Oh, okay. So they're not. They've gone up a bit. They might be a little bit expensive here. I love minute repeaters. I think minute repeater is better than a tourbillon.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's better because the tourbillon does nothing. Yeah, the tourbillon
less than nothing, you know.
Yeah, it looks good, and with Paddock, they don't. You know, they hide it, which is because I think they look beautiful. They don't do anything, but they look beautiful. With Paddock, they hide it, except for the new one.
Here we go. Yankee Doodle, $2. Are Paddock cufflinks cheesy? No, they're fucking expensive.
And they're 50 grand if you want just a few little baguettes on them. They're $50,000. That's like, oh my god.
How much are non-diamond ones? They're like 5,000, 6,000 US, aren't they?
Yep, they're the price of a roll.
I mean, and they're gold too. They're very delicate, really, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh man, I was looking at they have the Nautilus ones with the Nautilus dial and the baguettes. Anything with the baguette, just ridiculous money. It's like a joke money when you put a baguette.
It's, you know, yeah, baguettes. I mean,
yeah.
Exactly. Okay, guys, we're gonna wrap this show up. I want to thank you, Victor, for coming. It was a lot of fun. Last call. Ding, 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 ding. Last call. This is like calling drinks at the bar. Thomas Burdett, £2. Arts, what's your opinion on the Cartier Santos? I got to tell you, I was in love with the Cartier Santos. I always loved it. It was an aspirational watch for me because I wanted to be that cool 70s man who smoked those terrible French cigarettes, who wore a white linen suit, who drove a Mercedes SLC in baby poo yellow, and who was just cool. He always wore a Cartier Santos.
I love
the problem with Cartier. The problem is that Richemont, they fuck everything up. They drop the Cartier line. See, the Cartier line, the whole point of buying a Cartier was because it was so timeless. You never need to update it. It was timeless. So what did fucking Cartier do? They've turned Cartier into a fashion watch. Shame.
That's Richemont.
And Victor, thank you for the $25. Good show, Arch. Victor, you're a lovely guy. I love you to death. Thank you, man.
No problem.
I agree with you. I would not sell my white dial 5960 till you've secured the black. Don't get rid of one until, you know, because that could be a very dangerous thing. Yankee Doodle, $2. I tried on the Reverso. I felt gay. Yeah, the smaller Reversos will do that too. You got to go for a grande. Must be a grande. Otherwise, it just doesn't feel the right size. So, yeah, I get it. I completely get it. I'm going to wrap this show up. Victor, I've got a show on the weekend. You're coming online?
I'll try. It depends on what I'm doing this weekend, but I'll try.
Hey, man, that's cool. Okay, guys, if you've got nothing nice to say, always say something nasty. Always leave nasty comments. And until then, guys, we'll see you in the future. Thank you. And God bless. God bless. God bless.